The Philadelphia Flyers returned to practice today in Voorhees for the first time since the start of the Four Nations break, and they were joined by their full complement of injured players. Also, we finally got a positive update on the status of Jakob Pelletier. I'm Charlie O'Connor with PHLY Sports, and these are your Flyers post-practice notes. So today was indeed the first time the Flyers as a team have hit the ice since 2 Saturdays ago when they had their final game before the Four Nations break. They were missing a few players. Basically, everyone who played in Four Nations. They're missing Travis Sanheim and Travis Konechny, who will be playing for Team Canada on Thursday night in the championship game of Four Nations. They were also missing Sam Ersson, who is not playing anymore. His team Sweden was knocked out of the tournament, but got the day off anyway. And of course, John Tortorella, who's one of the assistant coaches for Team USA, was not on the ice either. Assistant coach Brad Shaw ran the practice. So those are the players and people who were not on the ice for the Philadelphia Flyers today at practice, but who was on the ice for the Flyers. All of the injured players, the players who missed games heading into the break, everyone was on the ice. We're talking Ryan Poehling, Rasmus Ristolainen, Egor Zamula, Owen Tippett. They all skated today on Wednesday in anticipation of the Flyers' return to action on Saturday against the Edmonton Oilers. Now, let's say this right now. Still unclear if any or all will be ready for Saturday's game. It was a very light day. Brad Shaw basically told us that they were just trying to get the blood flowing again. Guys were on vacation. Guys weren't on the ice over the last week and a half. So this was a relatively light day. Also, he said quite a few guys had non-contact jerseys. Also, the media was not given access to Ryan Poehling or Owen Tippett. That implies they are still on injured reserve, still not available. So unclear who will be ready, but definitely a good sign that they were all on the ice today. And Brad Shaw did give a positive update on all of them today. He said, based on how they look today on the ice, I'd be surprised if a bunch of them weren't back. So that's, again, seems like a positive update. Not necessarily that all 4 of them will be back, but at least a few, and possibly Flyers could get all 4 back. One player, however, who we can be very confident is going to play on Saturday, Jakob Pelletier. So Pelletier, of course, was a key piece of the trade that sent Joel Farabee and Morgan Frost to Calgary just a few short weeks ago. Both Pelletier and Andrei Kuzmenko came back in that trade. However, unlike Kuzmenko, who did appear in that final game right before the Four Nations break, Pelletier has yet to make his Flyers debut. Kuzmenko's visa and paperwork were able to be resolved before that game. Pelletier was still waiting. But we talked to him today after practice, and he confirmed that it was all cleared up last week. He is officially cleared and good to join the Flyers lineup for his debut on Saturday if the coaches do indeed want to play him, and I don't know why they wouldn't want to get a look at their new forward option. Worth noting, however, Pelletier was not on one of the 2 power play units. Obviously, the power play personnel was a little bit tweaked today because Travis Konechny almost certainly will be on the power play when the Flyers get back in action. Travis Sanheim very well maybe as well, but Pelletier was not part of those units, though Andrei Kuzmenko was. He was on a unit with Michkov, maybe trying to get that Russian connection, see if there's some chemistry that can emerge between those 2 players for when the Flyers get back in action for the first time in 2 weeks against the Edmonton Oilers and Connor McDavid on Saturday afternoon. I'm Charlie O'Connor with PHLY Sports. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.